Alright, welcome. So, started going live a little bit early. I'm on 52nd walking. I took a long way around to downtown. Some rumor had it that these groups were going to start heading north. So, behind me, got fire truck and electric company. So I'm walking down 52nd now. It's pretty dark out. It's pretty quiet. Kind of driven around town as well as walked around different parts of town. And it is extremely quiet. The chaos is all happening downtown at the courthouse right now, and then small little sections throughout different parts of town. So I will continue heading down 52nd to the courthouse. I was able to obtain some of my press stuff. So I'm coming out a little light on the whole of the press gear, but I do have a bright orange vest on that has press written all over it. I've got a yellow hoodie that I have wrapped around my backpack. And then I've got some press credentials. How we doing, guys? Good. Stay safe, all right?
Yeah, same to you.
Yep. So there's another reason I wanted to come down this way, just kind of show you a little bit of peace before the box of crazy. But basically, tons of business owners outside of their establishments. Everything is boarded up. Business owners standing outside, either unarmed or armed, guarding their establishments to make sure that there's no damage. So, all right, I'm gonna as you can, I mean, it's dark out, obviously you guys can't see anything, but it is extremely quiet throughout town. This is not how it was yesterday. Yesterday you had crowds everywhere. Doing a lot of damage. And tonight, it is very quiet all throughout the town, other than down by the courthouse and then small little things that are happening. I did go live earlier. I know this part's not very exciting yet, but it'll get real exciting soon. I'm several blocks away, and I can already taste and smell the tear gas in the air. So I did bring a face mask today to try to block me from some of the tear gas. I don't have my gas mask. There are helicopters all up in the sky. Those are the media channels reporting from the air. We'll see how many press people are around. That's a Waukesha police vehicle that's passing. These are military guys. So on the live feed that I did earlier, we were listening to the live police scanner, and it was a crowd of 150 armed people. I'm still not sure if they were rioters or civilians of Kenosha. But the townspeople here are absolutely tired of the damage that has been going on. So they are out in force, guarding a lot of important buildings, as well as establishments of business owners, houses. Now, I made sure today that I am wearing bright colors, as well as bright vest that says press all over it, so that I'm ideally not confused. I'm not as worried about the police shooting me, but some of these scared civilians with guns. Hopefully they've had some training. So we'll see what happens. Just up at this red light ahead, I'll be making a right onto Sheridan, headed towards the courthouse. So down 52nd Street, very quiet, which is good. It was not like that yesterday. Down 52nd is where the protesters started. Now, yesterday it was originally a protest, and once they squared off with the police, what started it was somebody in the protest launched something towards the police officers, and then it became a riot instead of a protest. Now, one thing I did see that I didn't capture later on was those same protesters were still outside of the courthouse, chanting and all of that, while the actual rioters were running around throughout town. This gas station up here, this is Lou Perini's. So we delivered food to them earlier in the day, when we closed the restaurant. How we doing, guys? How we doing? So I am kind of taking some warning from CJ and Andrew about filming actual people's faces. I do have a chest-mounted camera on as well. So I don't have the best gear, guys, so I apologize for that. Doing my best. Now, for those of you that don't know, I do have a registered media company with the state of Wisconsin. It's called Never.Stop Media. And I kind of pick and choose things that I want to cover. I don't do this all the time, so I'm not just crazy Kevin out here with bored out of my mind and filming. So I am actually doing this I don't really publicize the media company because I don't do it as often as like a full-time person. All right, so coming up on the scene, and as you can see, the police or military have put up fencing, making a perimeter around the courthouse and the jail and different administrative buildings. So this fencing goes all the way around. I mean, this is pretty big. So I am going to try to walk up here slow as to not get shot at or injured. I'm hoping I can run into some sort of officer to be directed to a safe spot. So if you are just tuning in, I am coming up on the scene of the riot. I'm trying to find a safe area. So they do have Bearcats out. There's definitely a standoff here. So there are shots that are being fired. I see smoke, so it's got to be tear gas. Trying to figure out a safe area for me to go into to be able to film without accidentally getting fired upon. So I do have the press credentials. So I am trying to find a spot. Or at least an officer that I can speak to. There's tons of police right there in the park. You've got protesters / potential rioters on this side of the post office side of the street. Courthouse is fully blocked off. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a spot I can stand. Not really an officer close enough to me that I can ask.
Back away from our Bearcat, please. Back away, right from our left here.
I'm going to kind of walk up by some other cameras. So all back in the park, you do have military and police units. We're seeing a unit of police backing away towards the courthouse here in the park area. Military, you have Walworth County Sheriff's Department here in this vehicle, West Dallas Police. You have police are stationed up.
Go back to fucking camp. Go back to fucking West Dallas, bitch. I'm fucking from Kenosha, bitch. Alright, here, asshole.
Please back up. Back away from the Bearcat. The white teacher, please back up.
Got some injured people here. do have Waukesha. There's a gentleman up on a turret. So they set up a perimeter around the courthouse. They do have several different police departments out here from across Wisconsin. The crowd is straight ahead there. The police keep asking them to remove themselves from the streets, that they're giving lawful orders to go onto the sidewalks. So a little bit of a standoff. So again, as you can see, several police officers as well as military guarding the park behind all of these dumpsters, or garbage trucks, I mean. Barricades all around the courthouse, the jail.
You're in violation of the city curfew. Please vacate the area.
So
This is an unlawful assembly. You're blocking the street. Please vacate the street.
police are trying to enforce the Kenosha City curfew that's in effect.
This is an unlawful assembly. Please vacate the area.
Medical and water is here!
So even most of the press has backed away and onto the sidewalks.
This is an unlawful assembly. Please vacate the area. Please clear the street. You are blocking the street. Clear the street, please. This is the police. This is a lawful order. Clear the roadway.
We have to get the medics out. The medics are there. Medics out, boss. Can I approach your vehicle? Copy. All right. All right, we want to make sure that we are not pushing you out. Back up, stay.
This is an unlawful assembly. Please vacate the area. You are blocking the street. You are in violation of the city curfew. Please vacate the area.
So the protesters are getting closer than they were. They're walking towards the armored vehicles, and closer to the courthouse. So as you can see, the crowd is approaching closer. So the police are saying just because you have your hands up doesn't mean that it's a peaceful assembly while the crowd is approaching the armored vehicles.
police, you are blocking the roadway. Please move on to the sidewalk. Move along. Do it now.
See, now, while the crowd does have their hands up, they are screaming obscenities to the police.
Not a man on them. Stay back. Please stay back. Clear the area. You don't know when you pick up trouble. Leave it now. Do it now.
Police are gathered up behind us in full tactical gear. So as the police are starting to advance from behind the vehicles,
You're blocking the roadway. Please move on to the sidewalk and move along. Do it now. Blocking the roadway. Put your hand up and stand up. Come on, follow the order. And go home. Go home. Good. We're asking you to please clear the area. Those who remain are advised to please clear the area.
so since that crowd got a lot closer, the sheriff's department has also moved closer in a squad, little squadron of law enforcement. They do have the floodlights on now. They are shining it on several members of the crowd.
We're asking you to please clear the roadway. In a legal lawful order, we're asking you to simply move back out of the sidewalk and go home. We appreciate you keep your hands up right here. Let me know that you're not harm us or yourself. But your past aggressive behavior is not the police. You're blocking the roadway. Please move on to the sidewalk.
The crowd does still move up closer, so this is going to get interesting. Standing literally in the center of the crowd as well as the sheriff's department on the sidewalk, while the sheriff's department, military vehicles, and protesters and some rioters are in the street. There is a drone flying above us.
They send these guys advance. Way to de-escalate, gentlemen. Fucking role models.
So as you can see, you do have police officers that are shining lights on protesters. They do have their air rifles.
Hey, what do you point a gun at me, dude? Put the gun down. I don't have anything in my hand. What do you point a gun at me?
So this is National Guard. Police have moved up. As well as the Guard has moved up. They're creating a perimeter. So the police in the armored vehicles are addressing the crowd, appreciating that they have their hands up, signifying they don't have weapons, but they're still asking them to go home.
Please move out of the roadway. That's move the press. You are not allowed in the roadway. You are illegally doing something. You are just as illegal as the people in the roadway. You can record it from the sidewalk just as well. We want you to record everything. Thank you for your cooperation. For those of you blocking the roadway, we're asking you to please clear the roadway.
So now they're even making sure that press stays out of the street as well, saying we can record everything from the sidewalk, and they absolutely want us to record. You do have most of the press recording from the sidewalks, but some have stepped out into the street. Now you do see Sheriff's Department here for their emergency response teams, helping Kenosha PD as well as the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department. National Guard is here as well, and you do have other police stations from other cities throughout Wisconsin that have come down to assist due to the chaos and destruction that happened yesterday throughout Kenosha. So even just standing here filming, kind of documenting what's going on, standing in front of these gentlemen, this is extremely intense. You do have two gentlemen here. You have one that is holding what I'm assuming is a weapon to shoot tear gas, and then probably mace balls on this gentleman here. The police are blocking the roadway from the protesters coming up any further closer to the courthouse. We're currently on 56th Street and Sheridan in Kenosha. I'm standing on the sidewalk by the post office. Now, as you can see, you do have law enforcement that is facing me, guarding a perimeter around the officers that are facing the crowd to make sure that they don't get flanked. The crowd has moved up extremely close to law enforcement. Now, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but some of the protesters do have shields. They're makeshift shields. Right on the front lines. Let's see. They do have a lot of civilian medics that are running around. Over here, you see another squadron of police with shields that are coming through. This is a much bigger force coming through now. So the police are waving back press. This has definitely gotten. So from behind me, protesters have started throwing stuff at the police, and about 3 feet from me, a protester got hit center mast with gas. You could sense the escalation from the protesters. You could sense all of it. They got closer, chanting louder, and started throwing stuff at the police. And then from behind my flank, rioters started throwing stuff at the police that were guarding all of those police officers' perimeter. And the minute things started being thrown, police immediately started firing tear gas to disperse the crowd. That literally happened to the person standing next to me. I was probably 3 feet, 2.5, 3 feet from that person that got hit center mast with CS gas. Now I've been trying to stay with all of the other press people that are documenting this. I have put my face mask on to give me a bit more breath with the tear gas. As soon as that went off, I immediately put the face mask on. This has gotten very bad. You have simple, peaceful protesters and rioters that are dispersed completely throughout downtown now. You have people that got hit, obviously, with that CS gas. As I said, I was standing 3 feet from the individual that got hit center mast with the CS gas. I was attempting to slowly back away because you could feel it. You could feel the tension immediately, and that was an immediate response by the police. A couple of objects were thrown at them, and the police responded. So the crowd that was in front of the post office has now dispersed. I'm kind of mixed in with protesters, rioters, and media. I did take off running as soon as the CS gas was shot 3 feet from me. That stuff is no joke. Immediately put my face mask on. Now I am trying to find more press to kind of get with them, but even they have scattered. You do have accredited news channels down here that are filming all of this. So I'm walking back towards the post office now. I can absolutely smell the CS. So law enforcement is now pushing the crowd back, launching CS gas at them. I mean, look at the amount of smoke that is coming. Protesters have now also started launching fireworks at the police.
They have different levels of it.
It's the other side? Yep. Okay. We about to go.
All right, so
Fucking hell, dude. We're so glad we fucking back.
Finally. Period.
Jesus Christ. Andrew, you all right?
I'm good.
You want water?
Yeah, I got water.
You all right? All right.
I just had to splash some on my face. I'm gonna go around to the other side.
It came with a click. That's why they come with a whole click. On the way we're plugging.
I don't know what's in the other.
So everything is dispersed. We're walking on the other side of the post office. You can hear explosions, glass breaking. In front of me is Andrew Mercado from Mercado Media.
We're just gonna go behind him. Just flares and like shit just scare people with sound.
Yeah, so get off the man. Get your back to my boy.
So the police are still pushing the crowd. So they are into kind of pushing them towards Uptown. This is definitely frightening. I mean, it got intense, and it got intense very, very quickly. Now you do have in this parking lot a lot of the protesters and rioters have gathered. Police are still pushing them. I mean, it is definitely a situation of don't stand too goddamn long, move quickly. They're grabbing garbage cans. We do have people on the rooftops. So I'm outside of Manja right now. I am trying to get my water out of here. I have water in my backpack. My mouth is extremely dry. Now I am actually standing on the side of the rioters and not the safe side of the police where I was. Sorry, sweetie. So this has gotten serious now. You can hear the mace balls ricocheting off the buildings and off the ground. Rioters are grabbing anything and everything to throw at the police. Police are launching flash bombs and mace balls and CS. If you guys are tuning in, you are witnessing the riots in Kenosha over the shooting of a black male during a police call. So the police are moved up. As you can see, the crowd is extremely, dispersing, still gathering, but dispersing as the police are showing their stance of this is absolutely So this is Andrew Mercado helping out. It's really awesome. Now I am standing behind the vehicle.
You're okay now. You're out of it. Yeah, I'm good. He was right next to that tear gas can. Can I ask you a favor, like, just to bite your...
So the police are firing everywhere.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Go around the church. Yeah, we gotta go to that.
Around the church, around the church, come on.
They are not playing around. Yeah, I know, Chris.
This is where we don't want to be. This is where we're gonna get hurt.
So the crowd is dispersed over in this area here. This is the car lot that was torched, and how close the church is. I'm touching the church. So you can see the parking lot that was burned down yesterday. So now the rioters have posted up in this area here while the police are a distance away. This is not the side I wanted to be on originally, but due to circumstances and getting a CS grenade shot 3 feet from me, watching it hit somebody's center mast, I was right in it when it went off. So the police are pushing the crowd southbound down Sheridan. If you guys are just tuning in, I am standing in the riot. It just escalated, and rioters started throwing objects at the police officers.
You motherfuckers are throwing tear gas? Who's doing it? The police?
No. What the kids did?
People over here doing this shit?
So up on top of this building, there's tear gas that's been thrown. Protesters or rioters are trying to figure out who threw it, while the people on the building are also trying to figure out who threw it. Now I'm standing directly in the street in the line of fire if the police start shooting again. I was standing outside of the post office and just filming. They were allowing the press to stand where I was standing. Protesters and rioters moved closer. You could tell the difference between protesters and rioters. And all of a sudden, once they got face to face with the police, they started throwing stuff at the police. The police, who had their backs turned and facing us, guarding the perimeter, there were objects being thrown from that direction behind me, and immediately the police started shooting tear gas and mace balls. The first CS grenade that went off hit the gentleman standing 3 feet from me. It was right next to me, center mast. And you see the crowd is dispersed several blocks south. So I'm now on the side of the rioters and not the police where I originated.
Like literally nobody wants to see their face. Oh, he don't. Nobody.
So you do have protesters coming south. We are on Sheridan and 60th now, in front of this convenience center. All night there has been armed civilians that have been guarding this establishment to make sure that there is no damage done to this establishment like there has been throughout all of Kenosha. You see that throughout town. A lot of.
You with this one?
No, man.
With us?
I'm an independent journalist, bro. Just documenting everything that's happening. So essentially, yes, I'm with you.
I got you. Independent. That's all you need to say.
No, bro. It's all
There
good.
ain't no fuck faces around.
No, you're all good, buddy. So you have seen this throughout town tonight. A lot of civilians legally allowed to carry that are guarding establishments, whether out in front of the establishment or from rooftops, to make sure that their businesses do not get burned down like we saw last night. The police are still moving forward, dispersing this crowd. I originated on the side of the police when I came up, and I am now directly mixed in with rioters. I do not see any other press people. The accredited press has ran away.
Never mind. Libertarians, this gas station.
You do have a lot of armed civilians even walking through the crowd. The police are getting closer. This is about to get staged in front of this gas station, which is going to be interesting. The moment they launched the CS gas, because I was so close to it, I definitely felt some of that. So you can tell tensions are high right now. My heart rate is beating pretty damn quick. So you do have rioters yelling at the police coming up. Now there are a lot of independent journalists that are out here.
Yes, shout out, Jesse, Erica, Jesse, Erica. Oh yeah.
I've been watching you guys for like the whole time when it first started out.
Yeah, we were in the heart with this.
Yeah, we were just I don't know if
tear
you were
gas is
back then.
just like extra level tear gas. My mask is used for my gas mask.
My port was still burning.
Failed. Gas mask failed in the gas.
Yeah, we're my friend fell like 10 feet, like a little ledge. And there was another dude that must have got hit by a beast right here. I got one.
Oh my god,
that's probably why, right?
What's your fucking Don't need it. Alright, we're gonna try it then. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna put the filter in this time, guys. No PMCS on the mask. No mask. Oh, it's called grenade. Grenade? Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Be careful to circle that gas station by US Tennessee. I'm not in Minneapolis.
So rioters are throwing stuff at the armored vehicles that are approaching. So this is about to get real again. So even though the crowd has dispersed, they have gathered again. Everybody's kind of gathered in this area, 60th and Sheridan.
Well, I mean, I didn't really have time to watch it. I wondered why my shit failed.
That bitch over there trying to be funny. That's why she was like that gas station over.
So they are throwing stuff at the armored vehicles now. So very soon the police are going to be firing back.
It don't matter, they can fire.
They're gonna shoot at everybody.
This is a high production situation right now.
The police have moved up a lot closer now since things have been thrown at them.
Prime spot up there. He said, fuck it, I ain't going outside.
That's where you live?
What are you guys gonna do? Get back up till you get to Waukegan? I live down the street. I'm here every day. They move.
Now I am standing behind a vehicle and a garbage can, trying to have some barricade in front of me.
Hey, yo, Jay, they're calling medic. Wait, who? Over there. They just got shot in the head. That way, over by the crowd.
Now the crowd does have what I'm assuming are trained medics, and they're just here to provide medical assistance to any injured parties. Now the crowd is chanting, "Hands up, don't shoot."
You good? You need
We have a rioter that was hit in the head with, I'm assuming, a mace ball.
No, go ahead. You shouldn't bother me. I never take what I don't get back.
Are we finna grab this all mom?
Go ahead. I know how to start spoiling these motherfuckers tonight.
Now rioters are grabbing the garbage can that I was standing behind, attempting to use that as a barricade.
Oh yeah. We just thought of that.
So the civilians that have gathered are putting out the fire that the rioters have started in the garbage can.
Why you doing it?
Oh, get your ass, bitch!
Why you doing it?
You do have rioters that are asking why confrontation here between rioters and armed civilians. They're angry at the armed civilians for putting the fire out in the dumpster, and they're now taking their aggressions out on the armed civilians here at the gas station. Relit the garbage can on fire, and they have pushed it in the front of the gas station.
Let's see you out here tonight.
Behind me, they are grabbing more dumpsters. Police are still advancing. I'm sweet, bro. Sketchy as fuck, but yeah, it is. Police have, for some reason, backed up. Again, a confrontation between rioters and armed civilians here at the gas station. So I am literally right in the middle of this. Rioters are trying to take control of the garbage can again. The police have retreated back. And you can see rioters are advancing rather quickly. As they're throwing stuff towards civilians at the gas station.
Thank you.
Now I'm gonna walk in the middle of this riot. Definitely extremely intense. That escalated very quickly with rioters and the armed civilians. So the armed civilians are yelling out libertarian. Police, like I said, have retreated back very rapidly. Once all of that chaos ensued at the gas station, and now because of that, rioters have started to advance, and pretty quick. So I do have a large group behind me, as well as the group that's in front of me. We are walking in the street. So now the rioters are extremely angry, and here comes the damage. They're gathered up in this abandoned lot. And they are grabbing they're throwing a porta potty in the middle of the street, creating their own barricades. They've got a construction trailer, as well as the garbage dumpsters again. And they are advancing the police.
We're about to kick this stinking motherfucker. Like, all of us can set the motherfucker on fire, I guess. I'm just trying to tell y'all, they moved the other stuff out the way. They ain't worried about none of this stuff they putting in the way. Let's go back over here.
Now the rioters are advancing with several dumpsters.
You heard it last night.
Police have the floodlights on. So I am literally right in the middle of this, on the side of the protesters. Not ideal to where I wanted to be. The fires are starting.
Call his number. He got a phone on him. Call his number. I'm scared.
Got it right there. You want to miss the phone. Miss the phone. We got it right there. Never missing the phone.
Hey, what's your phone? Phone, it's not your phone.
You the police.
Phone.
You the police. Stop the police. When they got the phone, you the police. I still got that trash can up there. What the fuck is that? What is it? What are they doing?
Alright, now they have started a fire. So I am going to retreat back a little bit.
Go to the next fire.
That next fire on my mama, that bitch smoking. We there.
So I am gonna walk around here. Not be in the middle of all of that. So it looks like another fire was started over here. This is another car lot that is on fire. So a lot of damage done to the cars here throughout the lot, and they've started a fire. So it looks like it's just tires that are on fire. Still a lot of damage done to the cars that are here, but it is just a fire of a bunch of tires. So I'm gonna head back towards the riot.
Oh, my stream, dude. You guys are holding it out. Hey, man, you good? You got hit a couple times or what? Yeah. One good time. You got one good time. This guy just sticking strong with his action. Maybe that's the bad spot. Makes sense. We were having a rough time with connection in this spot. That's where you can catch up with your
Alright, so I am headed back in the direction of rioters and police. False alarm on the car fire. That car dealership is suffering a lot of damage to the vehicles themselves, but it was just a group of tires that were set on fire. Tonight I am seeing a lot of Kenosha Police Department presence with their squad cars driving around. Definitely trying to disperse crowds. Here we do have armed militia again, now coming across the street to the Gulf gas station. Trying to secure this building.
I just didn't know how.
They better get a check.
Oh, right here. So this seems to be a fight that has broke out, and this is all between regular people, rioters, and the civilians that are blocking the businesses. So this has become absolute chaos and anarchy now at this point.
He's gonna blow his noodle back on bro.
So this is a crowd that's chasing somebody. I'm not entirely sure what broke out.
Tell you.
Alright, so garbage cans. And they're grabbing everything and anything they possibly can. So it seems everything's kind of at a standstill right now. Rioters are just kind of gathered around. Police are starting to move back up again. You do have a crowd that is forming. Police have launched what seems to be like a flashbang. The crowd is dispersing because of that. As you can see, you do have some rioters that are grabbing bricks and breaking bricks in the middle of the road to throw at the police. This is going to incite the police to start launching CS gas again and mace balls. So the fireworks and bricks are being thrown at this point. I am back at the gas station where the libertarians are. Now the crowd has backed away very quickly and pretty far. As you can see, the libertarians are very calm, just standing guard. No aggression from them. This individual here is trying to get the crowd unified. Now, as I said, the crowd has dispersed and gathered further south here. That flashbang definitely drove them back.
Biggest gang in the goddamn world.
Yes, that was a big game.
Either way.
Okay, so they are
Hey, I get the ones with one of y'all.
throwing stuff at the
Hey,
police.
one of y'all take y'all bags off and step in the street without none of y'all arms.
Hiding behind an
Hey, one of y'all
umbrella.
get the one-on-one with me.
Oh, baby, ain't no
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
What
we get
you
out
mean?
that truck. That's a bulletproof truck. They know better.
Nigga said one.
They ain't coming out here.
Now they're slowly advancing.
You're trying not to shoot him. What? Sorry, I had to crash it on the head.
So this has gotten extremely close, lighting fireworks to throw at the police.
Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
So whatever the police just fired, which I'm assuming is a mace ball, dispersed the umbrella temporarily, drove them back.
Black Lives Matter!
You guys aren't related, right?
Yeah, unfortunately for him.
I was gonna say, this is like very generational.
Yeah. He made me come out here tonight.
Good on you, bro. You old man.
Yeah, maybe. I told him he wouldn't get any dinner if he didn't come out here.
I don't want to assume your relationship. Like, what are you,
Father and son.
father and son?
Yeah, I'm his son.
Yeah, no, it's really, you've aged terribly.
Holy shit! Anybody over here need any medical attention?
So, like,
Yeah. I hesitate to say it because I don't want him to say come up here to burn stuff. I'm up here.
man, I'll tell you, so obviously,
They'll say whatever they want.
obviously I'm pressed.
Right.
So, like, I've been covering these since Minneapolis. Like, this is, I think,
Yeah.
and it's crazy how regional boards are.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're not
Oh, that's funny, Corey.
like the same area code,
Yeah, I'm actually right next to
movement in every city.
Mercado Media, too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's their best.
Right.
So Andrew's to my right, and yeah, I knew CJ was
Well, I just don't want to blame
somewhere
us
close.
for running and looting. And I don't give a rat's ass about all that. I want the people to not die. You know? They're like protecting business. It's not protecting business. Let's protect people. You know?
So right now it's basically a stalemate. The rioters are quite a ways back,
All right, you too.
just kind of hanging out.
Meeting you.
Yeah, nice meeting you as well.
They started to gather, and police launched a flashbang, which drove them back.
Does anybody need medical?
There's been
Medical!
small, tiny groups trying to advance. throwing fireworks and bricks at the police from behind an umbrella. Most of the time, the police have not fired back from that. Police are on the loudspeakers telling people to not come down the street.
Did you explain to her that they're not going to hurt us? They're just going to shoot shit that's not going to hurt us?
Yeah, he actually got shot.
You
I
get
got
what?
shot 6
Show me your will.
times. Right there. This is from the rubber one. That's from the fucking K-ball. Fuck y'all.
Okay.
He said, show me what you got.
I'll give it to you.
Hit me right in my knee with the rubber one.
I literally like
That's lacrosse. The guy was playing it away, so I got it.
solid.
When did you go to the lake? They were available.
Rated, cheap.
They do the trip. Yeah.
Quarter inch.
I went back and I had to think about
You know, they come in here. Yeah, that would help. I got paid with some work Yeah. What happened?
They want us to leave. My car's like that.
It's fucked up they keep taking your shit, bro. Okay, so that's another half hour.
I want to go back to my car. I can't get to my car. I know, that's what we're trying to do.
poor little guy needs he's gonna get shot.
Totally not. He's gonna get smoked by himself.
His finger's on the trigger.
Is it? Yes. What are you talking about? Genius.
Yeah, he's got a fire extinguisher and he has a rifle in his hand. Oh, I only saw the fire extinguisher. His finger's on the trigger.
Oh, they see it.
I'm wondering when that's going to start firing.
So everything right now is just pretty much at a standstill.
Come on, you got everybody walking this way.
Crowd is definitely dispersed back.
Well, again, if you're watching this, Ray, they took no shot. We don't touch the hand first. I'm saying, we're no shot.
If you guys are watching, so I'm just using basic equipment. If you do want to see kind of a better video stream,
Have a nice night.
we are all in the same area shooting relatively similar stuff, but CJTV and Mercado Media are filming with way better stream. Those were actual gunshots. That is actual gunshots in this block up ahead.
That ain't the police. Somebody's hurt. Go down there. Somebody's hurt. We need a fucking medic.
So you do have these medics that are running towards the gunshots. It seemed like there may have been townspeople helping to disperse this crowd, and we just heard gunshots. This is the first time that I'm ever running towards gunshots. They're still shooting. So they've found the shooter, and they're chasing the shooter.
It's not the shooter.
He deserved. He deserved.
Shit, he's shooting. He's shooting. He's shooting. Get down. Get down. Get down.
Come here. You all right? You all right? Those are actual gunshots. So they're chasing someone that they think was the shooter. Somebody is shot. This is absolute fucking anarchy. Now they were chasing someone who they thought may have been the shooter, but probably wasn't. It was one of the libertarians they were chasing who came down originally as a medic to help somebody. Gunshots ensued. He came running back. Nobody knows why. But in this direction where I'm at, you do have people actively shot right now. There is a massive crowd over here. What's up? What's up, buddy?
Somebody get shot?
Yeah, bro. Fucking,
How many people?
A couple at least.
Dead?
I don't think so, but people are shot, bro. So the police are advancing. And they're advancing hard. The police are definitely advancing hard.
Hey, dude, stay to the side. Just stay to the side. They're shooting. They're shooting. Stay to the side to the street.
You guys good?
Sit this way. Sweet.
Where's the individual that was shot?
Oh shit, hang
I
on.
don't know.
I know, bro. I know.
Hospital right here, man.
Thank you. Oh my God.
So that was active shooting. It looked like possibly townspeople.
That guy wasn't the shooter though.
No,
that
he
was
came.
running.
Right, he was a medic that came to help.
He was a medic, dude. He was a fucking medic, dude, and they fucking.
Where?
Here.
What?
Where you get shot?
Somebody got shot down there. There's multiple shots fired, guys.
Dude, there's people getting shot everywhere right now.
We have a bad. Oh my God, dude. It's bad right now, guys. It's not good.
Where was the group that fucking
It's
shot?
not good right now.
This is really,
not good.
really bad.
This is not good. This is not a situation. This is not good. There's shots fired. Active. There's people down. Shots are fired.
Oh, it's down.
I'm good. Thanks.
A girl just got shot down there. Two people got shot down there. Oh shit!
All right, so we do have some medics. Those are active shots down this way.
There's still active shots fired.
Oh, get down behind the sign.
Let's get behind this building. Let's get
Go.
behind this building. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Stay behind there. Take cover behind there if you can. People are just shooting. They're just shooting in the entire city.
Yeah. So whatever started that shooting.
But they're driving right there and shooting.
Whatever started that shooting, there are shots being fired all across town in this area that we're at. All right, so you do have an active shooting. Multiple people are down. That crowd dispersed behind us. We saw a medic running to help somebody. Next thing we heard were shots fired, real gunshots. The medic came running back. People were chasing him, saying he was the shooter, and then an entire mob gathered up behind him and attacked him, and more shots fired. I'm assuming from him at that point, trying to protect himself. And there's been shots fired in this radius here, a couple of blocks here. Multiple shots being fired. You have several people that are down. They were shooting in our direction as well.
I am fully behind the building.
So this is where those are fireworks. Those are fireworks.
These are fireworks. Yep. I'm fine. Come over here. Get on this side of the street. Get over here. Dude, so I got
That guy was directly in front of
All right,
me.
so
Shoot two people.
I know, dude. I was right there.
police are on a foot chase right
That
now.
wasn't the shooter. That guy that they're chasing.
No, I know.
The riot crowd is completely dispersed over that. Police are in full force now at the location of the gunshots.
We're responding to multiple shots fired in the city.
Now there were gunshots that were happening in the area that we are directly in. You have officers running.
Officers are running. Stay with me.
That shit was just fucking crazy.
Okay, so there is a fire now
They're setting the shit on fire.
They shot the guy, and I just ran down here, and I just seen him on the ground, and I just tried to.
The guy in the head or the guy in the arm?
He got hit in the head. He got hit in the head.
Oh, look, there's a fire, guys. There's a fire right there.
I tried to talk to him.
Fire is right there.
It's not good, bro. I don't know, bro.
Fatalities out here, guys.
So somebody got shot in the head. Somebody shot in the arm. On CJTV, if you jump over to CJTV, CJ has that on his video. CJ, watch behind you. That happened right in front of CJ. You have personnel leaving. Hey, guy, watch behind you.
That guy, that specific guy. We saw him though. Me and him both saw him.
Yeah, he ran. There was something. He ran to help.
He got hit in the head and he just shot 2 men. He just shot, dude. He had a gun in his hand.
This is getting too much, man.
Dude, it's bad, dude. This is
Right.
not good. This is not good at all.
Over here, it was probably him that shot when they all fucking rushed him.
So,
But over here, I don't know.
there's a dude that got shot, and I busted ass against the guy that was running that way, and then another person got shot point blank right down the street.
Yeah, that would definitely be insane. All right, so at this scene, officers are gathered around, kind of making a perimeter. This is Sauk County Sheriff's Department that's here now. You do see Kenosha PD in full force. Multiple gunshots have ensued, along with injuries, potentially casualties. We know of one individual that was shot in the head, another individual shot in the arm. Right in this area, as well as behind me over here, multiple gunshots and injuries.
It looks like we came out here initially to friggin' protect the property here and 2 blocks to the north. During that period of time, things got a little rowdy. We were able to calm it down, and then we started running back and forth with our medic to provide medical aid to the protesters. Several people had severe injuries, broken pinkies, broken arms, rubber bullet shots.
Gunshot to the arm.
Gunshot to the arm. At some point, we don't know who or what or why, somebody approached somebody with a gun and shots were fired. And unfortunately, we got 2 people who were shot, possibly a third. We're still trying to sort all that
The
out.
person with you guys, the one that started the shooting up here, because we saw him running down the street with a rifle, and he kept saying, I didn't shoot anybody, I didn't shoot anybody. But then they attacked him as he was running away, saying that he shot somebody.
He had a medic bag on his back.
He
did?
Yeah, he was the one that shot somebody because he ran
The guy in
over
like the
guy.
light colored.
The guy that was running down the middle of the street.
There's another guy that came down the street.
I got it on video.
You did?
Hey, who are you affiliated with? We have him on video shooting 2 other people.
Are you just private citizens?
Yeah, we're just
We don't know what
private
started. He was being attacked.
Private
We saw
citizens.
that.
From what I gathered, individual was shot in the arm, came up to him with a gun. The reason why I'm assuming that, I'm just assuming that.
We saw the gun on the
because
ground.
there's a gun on the ground. He had it in his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to see this.
Looks like we.
Yeah, let's can you bring that back?
Run it back, run it back.
Run that back.
Hey, my hand's on your helmet. It's my hand. It's my hand.
My stuff.
I know.
Come on, guys.
Well, be careful.
What's the video?
Yeah, I need to see what happened here. Whoa!
Got the shooter right there.
Looks like that's the guy got shot. Who got shot?
Shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I didn't see the shooting. I was up.
Jesus.
Whoa! That guy ran up on him with a gun.
Yeah, is that the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the shooter right there.
The shooter with the backpack on?
Yeah.
Let me get to the cops. No, I think all action. I'll let you see if you can't record what actually transpired. All I know is that just both had firearms, somebody shot.
It looks like
Looking at two different people from each side, or
yeah.
Okay, so
Well, I hate to use that term side, right?
yes.
We're out here.
Actually, we're all out here together.
Yeah.
All of us. It doesn't matter. BLM, us, we're all here together.
Right. It looks like there was a misunderstanding about.
That guy was the shooter? That guy's a shooter. The other guy shot.
Yeah, somebody said that he shot somebody down here.
But he shot the guy in the green. Shot him. You know why? You started shooting.
I started shooting right when I walked up. I saw that guy fall down on the ground.
Guys, real quick, I'm so sorry.
The offender ran that way. The offender ran that way, but law enforcement ran this way. In your perspective, the offender ran this way in the current circumstances that are surrounding the riots and the protest. Why do you, in your perspective, why did the law enforcement run this way and the male with the Caucasian ran that way?
I think from what it sounds like from talking to everybody, it seems like somebody shot down here.
Yeah.
And somebody shot down there.
And somebody shot down there. But I know that the medics. Yep, there it goes. Everybody get back. It's from what it sounds like to people who saw it that people chased him up this way, saying he shot somebody while he's screaming, "Shoot anybody!" And then he
tried to stop you.
Dude, bitch donated $3. Listen to that.
And when they got on him, he started to shoot and everybody ran. He opened fire on him. He opened fire.
All y'all got green shirts on?
I should probably take off my green shirt.
Running away, yeah. And everybody started yelling and shouting.
Do you know why he shot him?
I have no idea who that was. Somebody was in green. I have no idea who that was.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
I mean, there's so many
I'm like, what the fuck?
That was when he was still up there.
All right, so police are surrounding an area.
I've witnessed some of you on this time. I've been around for the protest, but in this situation, it seems like you don't know more than what you're telling us. You know?
Yeah, it's one of your people, bro.
It just seems
one of
far
your
too
people. What y'all out
that
here for?
inequality.
What's the truth? What y'all out here for?
Something just.
What y'all out protect what property? How the fuck y'all protecting somebody's property? How he shot my man in the head? He asked y'all to shoot somebody. He asked y'all to shoot somebody in the head, bro. That's protecting. Y'all getting paid for this shit? So what the fuck y'all out here shooting somebody for? Protecting what? Protecting what? Right. Protecting what?
We're the guy that put the freaking tourniquet on the guy's arm.
No, bro. He was dressed just like y'all, bro. And he ran that way towards y'all, bro. He ran that way. And it's the same dude that was with y'all, bro, at the gas station. Why you acting dumb like this, dumb?
Like, that's the thing. Like,
Right now you have rioters and there's some individual that's questioning
He was
people.
dressed like y'all. It ain't 8,000 people. It ain't 8,000 people dressed like that.
Basically
So what y'all out here for?
accusing all these
Protecting
libertarians.
property?
This is how it starts.
You gonna shoot
So
somebody
because somebody's wearing the same clothing,
Listen what? Motherfucker just got
they're
shot
all
in the head.
guilty by
Somebody got
association.
shot in the stomach. Somebody got shot
A
in
lot
the
of
arm.
accusations that these gentlemen were part of that, which they weren't.
What you scared of? You scared, bro? Look how you jumping from a car, bro. You got guns, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Fuck y'all out here for. Listen, I'm just saying, bro, he was with them. He was with them.
No, dude, he saved that guy's life.
Yeah.
Nah, he was with them. He ran towards them, bro.
Yeah, 'cause
It's the same guy that was with them at the gas station.
No, dude, he gave him a courtesy, homie.
Oh, he knows who they are.
Right, bro. On my mama, bro.
He's
The
a liar.
same guy with him,
You're a
bro.
damn liar.
You the what, bro?
You're a
I've been
damn
out
liar.
here since, bro.
Damn
Oh.
liar. You knew who that guy was.
Right, bro. Cause we with him. Bro,
Damn
I've
liar.
been
You gotta sit out here and
watching
talk
them the whole fucking
Yeah, I
time,
do
brody.
too.
I've been watching them the whole time.
Goddamn liar. Wow.
Take crack soda for $3. Trinity is chip. Take me back dark.
All right, so if you are just tuning in, we heard that there was an injury down in this area, and we saw a civilian medic running down this way from the northbound area. Next thing we heard were gunshots. That individual started running back south. A crowd was chasing after him, saying that he was the shooter, stop him, stop him. And they attacked him, and then more shots were fired. But then once that was done, we did hear more gunshots down one of the side streets. We were maybe 100 feet away from all of this. A lot of people do have video of the actual shooting. It is on the CJTV video. CJ was standing right next to it.
It'll take a second for you guys to be able to get to it. It's got to buffer and reprocess.
So multiple people have been shot. I know of one individual from accounts of witnesses. One person was shot in the head, another person shot in the arm. CJ was assisting, was standing right next to the incident, as well as other independent press were standing. It appears a lot of the press do have the incident on video, the actual incident. The other shots that were fired did happen right in front of me. I know I have some of that on video, but then I started running because they were shooting in the direction that we were in. An individual did get hit that was running behind me. Definitely extremely scary. And there was a massive force of law enforcement closing in on the scenes to try to stop the shooter.
Joe back donated $5. Young crime news headlines on Fox tomorrow.
So the scene of the one gunshot incident, the police have the street blocked off. Last we heard on radios from police officers running was that they were on a foot chase, chasing the shooter. But those gunshots in the one area happened right in front of me, shooting in the direction I was standing. One individual behind me did get shot. I was standing next to Mercado Media, and We were together during all of that, running and hiding behind things. We ran towards some yards. I did help some people over a fence that were frantically trying to get over. This is absolutely gotten out of control. Rioters have dispersed completely. They're nowhere in this area. You do have some individuals from the riot and the protest that are standing around. This has seemed to have taken a larger precedence. They are trying to figure out who shot. What I'm noticing is that the libertarians that were at that gas station, one of those individuals who was the medic, seemed to have been running down to this location to help a protester. Shots were fired, bodies down, and then started running back towards the direction we were at, and a mob was chasing him, saying, stop him, he's the shooter. There were a lot of witnesses down here. A lot of people do have that on video. When we had gathered around some other press that had it on video, there were some protesters that were yelling at the libertarians, basically accusing all of them, because they were green, that they're all guilty of shooting an individual. And it seems that's how this starts, where you have one police officer involved in a shooting of an individual, and then all parties are guilty by association. The two libertarians were getting drilled pretty hard by rioters, as well as somebody who I thought was press, but was grilling them very, very hard and throwing accusations. And the two libertarians have walked away. So we are standing here at the scene of the one shooting, which is on the corner of 63rd and Sheridan.
I was like running, and then I took cover behind the car.
That was the first live shooting that I've ever been involved in, and especially shooting in the direction that I was at, in the middle of a crowd. Definitely terrifying. But surprisingly, remaining calm during that.
Where he at? He should have been out here. Yeah, should have been the fuck out here. If you wanted to get any type of news footage, CJ, baby, you should have been out here. This ain't the baby gap. I ain't sending nothing to nobody. The fuck? Bitch, why you in the house? Come here. You? Yes, I am. Oh, I don't like you. Somebody got shot in the head. The dude that got shot in the head, my dumb ass. No.
No, they're looking for him right now.
Where are you from? Why are you here? I'm trying to listen to you when you tell me the wrong stuff. You're changing your story. I'm trying to understand you. I'm not trying to act dumb.
All right, hang up.
He said that's why. We said that's why motherfuckers can't get away like that.
More shots were fired. The guy was in the middle of the street. It was on my street at that point. Shots came out of it. That's when I was calling the phone on my side. Some people alley.
Water guy?
You ain't got no more beer? No. Just these. Thank you.
Now what you being, Captain Savo?
Hey, appreciate his effort.
Take that fucking jersey off, bitch.
Hey, you doing okay, bro? That was intense, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
We had a moment and shared a cigarette together. I need to know. I'm gonna get up and walk. I don't have my. Why would we watch Andy No here? Does Andy know here? I would advise the guys to be like,
I was gonna say it looked like you had some drinks, but
grab a couple. There's lots of local schemes here. There's a connection.
Here they come now.
Here they come.
Ooh, here they come.
I knew it because I lost connection. I knew they were moving.
Alright, so police are heading in our direction, having people move.
Hey, look, they trying to move us around, man. Y'all should have moved the white dude around when you got two stuff.
So, we have a crowd that's here, nobody's doing anything. People were trying to put the fire out in the car, and the police have moved up, telling people to move while they're trying to put the fire out.
This shit's different, bro. They've been open fire with you on live citizens. They've been open fire with you on Wisconsin residents. Ain't nobody here.
What do you guys, what's different between Minneapolis and here?
There was nobody shot in Minneapolis like that. One died. I was not afraid of the people in Minneapolis.
At all.
I was afraid of the police.
This
Right.
fucking
This is different. This is way fucking different.
I'm from the South, so fuck Wisconsin, period.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm from here. Feel me? But I don't support. I don't support the
618-773-312, Illinois.
This shit hit different out here, bro.
Yeah. Hey, bro, look, it's a different. No shit, ain't never had nothing like this right in the history of this motherfucker. I'm so proud of my people.
2020 is gonna expose everything.
Y'all stand clean the fuck up. Shit ain't been right since Kobe died. Boy, we lost it because Kobe died, bro. Say that again. And you know, his birthday was and his birthday was, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And his birthday was nigga Sunday when the riot started on his second man. Hey, bro, I ain't working on Peloton.
So more police are...
Oh, now they're throwing shit, guys.
No, it's water, Andrew.
SWAT team ever, man.
It's water. That's the guy that was trying to put that car out.
Throwing a rock. That's a rock. See?
Oh, fuck.
Dumbass, dude.
Alright, so now rioters are... Rioters were throwing stuff at the police, and the police have responded, which has dispersed this crowd. Tear gas is now being launched. Alright, so police are shooting at an individual that actually lives in that house. But watch your back, Andrew. You got people throwing rocks behind you.
CJ, they got their mace out. Be careful, dude.
Alright, so now police officers have spread into the street. The air is definitely filled with CS gas.
I think what they're doing, guys, right now, anybody goes
Alright, so the parking lot is completely dispersed. Police officers are standing in the middle of the street, blocking the road now. They did shoot some CS gas, which I can smell now.
CS. Hey, CJ, come here. They got CS out. Get the fuck over the street.
I can
CS gas. Come on, you're not. Come on.
I can absolutely smell that. It's burning the back of my throat and nose.
So we're getting word that we're using CS gas.
Let me hide behind this vehicle.
Alright, so police have definitely fired CS gas. I can absolutely smell that. Definitely is a burning feeling in the nose and the throat. So this situation is still very, very active. The crowd that was rioting has dispersed since the gunshots have ensued. But you do have police that are blocking the road where where one of the shootings has happened. At this point, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to block the area because it is a crime scene. I was very, very close to one of the shootings. It happened right in front of me. Several of us took off running towards the first shooting because this second shooting was happening directly in front of us. Individuals that were running behind us were shot. We did hear bullets coming in our direction. We hid behind whatever we could find, signs and brick walls, just trying to keep moving. So we do know multiple individuals have been shot.
They are moving.
How fast you want me on the move?
Alright, so there was a car that was just parked in the parking lot that has just literally been parked there. And police
I
have...
thought you guys were here to serve and protect.
Police have...
What the fuck are you doing?
Congress passed a law that says that their job's not to serve and protect. They don't work for us no more. They work for the politicians.
Who the fuck are you guys working for?
I don't know, man. I don't know how I did it. I had rounds coming all around. I know, dude. I know. I saw it. I yanked you, didn't I? Or no? I don't know. You okay though? Do you need water? No, I got water. 3 bottles down there. If you need water. Oh no, I'm still. Oh, dude. CJ, you need some water, dude? He's got some water for you. Hook it up. I want to cover stories around the country. I went to Iowa for storm damage. Let's look up the storm damage in Iowa.
So this situation has definitely been extremely intense. The adrenaline from the gunshots that were happening right in front of me, my adrenaline just went through the roof. Immediate instincts to duck and run. We initially ran basically into a backyard, I believe. And people, we were running through the bushes, and there was a fence. I was helping people over the fence while trying to run, because shots were fired. You do have multiple individuals that are down. In this area here, police are barricading the street.
No, I had to go on your feet to find you. Oh, thanks, dude.
Oh no, I still walked off. I still walked away from all that. I don't know where you were.
What was interesting talking with some of the independent journalists from Minnesota that have come out here, they had said that this is very different from Minnesota. It's a different feeling, different level of hate towards police. They said that they weren't scared of any of the actual rioters. They were scared of the police in Minnesota. Here, things are different. Very, very intense scene right now. Being literally feet from the second shooting, if you can picture the center of the road to the curbside on a two-lane street here. I was at the curb, stepping into the street when the mob started chasing. You guys should be able to see that on my feed here. If you go back, I will try to find that tomorrow and timestamp it in the comment section. But definitely a very intense, adrenaline-rushed feeling with bullets whizzing past you. You see you have military personnel in suburban style vehicles.
You gotta have demands though. You gotta have demands. You can't just. Okay. I'll just make sure because I got stuff that I've been working all day. I can just handle tomorrow morning. I just apply. I got stuff on this. Correct. Yeah. So I will contact Adam.
Here come a group of cars coming into this parking lot that the police just shoot everybody out of.
These the tanks. They already out here. They all right here.
So a SWAT truck just arrived.
Yeah, it's two of their ass. Well, it's four of their ass just right here. But they the motherfuckers.
You good, man? You sure? CJ there. Alright guys, guys, it looks like I'm getting multiple messages. Looks like I'm getting multiple messages. I don't know what's going on. So the police are still here blocking off this roadway where the second shot was fired. Or second groupings of shots. There were definitely multiple shots fired. Got people asking how I'm doing. Again, guys, physically I'm fine. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through things, trying to figure out what I've got going on here. I've got multiple messages coming in. You have an individual walking across the parking lot towards the police.
I think CJ did upload that. If you guys want to see the actual video, you can go ahead and head over to the stream. I guess they have the after action working in like the post. Yeah, 10th Avenue is blocked off. CJ's right there, guys. He is streaming, so you should be able to. Wait, who has? Guys, CJ is streaming. I do see him. Down there, yeah. Cocktail. Yeah,
All right, so I do hear the police calling out certain individuals.
What you say? Light it up then, bitch!
All right, so they're lighting up individuals.
Yo, should they lighten that shit?
Fuck the police!
Oh shit, CJ? Yo, I heard you got shit up, man. You good? Yeah. You need water or something? You good? Yo, stay safe, man.
All right, so they just shine the lights on some of these individuals that are here. Apparently there was something that was causing the police to be a bit on the cautious side. So I am standing on 63rd and Sheridan. There is a vehicle that is a police vehicle going through the fencing of the auto dealership across the street. I'm not sure why they're doing that, but they've shined up the building and drove through the fencing.
They had a spare stabilizer, so they turned around and went ahead and gave me one.
So they're on the. So they do have SWAT that is moving in on this building here.
They are shining lights into the building.
So the police are now surrounding the perimeter of this building. While you do have a lot of other police that are barricading this road.
Why did you stand here though? That's my question.
They just surrounded that building.
That building?
Yeah. So these guys are standing here to make sure nobody comes down there while they're doing that.
Okay, so again, we're at the corner of Sheridan Road and 63rd Street. Across from Social Memorial Hospital. If you guys are from Kenosha, you remember when that
So there are definitely officers, appears to be SWAT units that have surrounded this building behind the auto body shop. So this is still a very, very intense situation.
Watching live right now.
All of us press people have moved closer to the police to essentially separate ourselves from the crowd that is behind us. It is a smaller grouping of people. No idea where the entire rioter group has gone.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Running through real quick. He's up and safe.
You're good, buddy. You're good.
You saw him on my stream running down the street. He's running down the middle. You must have been like opposite side. So you look like directly on the side. You were when it went down, or were you there with that? Yeah. So you were like, it was like along those houses. All the people were in the gutter in the street, and they said, oh no, I saw him running, and then the police services. That is, I don't know if I streamed this, and I just, but my guess would be that I started going to the area to contain the fire, get out where they are clearing the area, to make sure that it's not
What up, guys?
whoever's investigating this case. I do know that they have a lot of different areas.
Militiamen are good. One out here. Most of the good guys. We are defending our city from terrorists. We are trying to defend our city from further destruction. Out of towners. Turn that bitch ass light off.
Alright, so you do have individuals that are coming up the parking lot of the auto body shop.
They brought fire extinguishers to put out a fire, and they said, get out of here.
They're trying to put this car fire out multiple times. So in the parking lot to my left, people were trying to put the fire out, and the police started shooting at them. Now you have other individuals that are coming up trying to put this car fire out. Police are telling them to leave the area. It's understandable, but
They got nice sticks. I was like, they finna beat some shit. Crack on y'all ass down here.
There's still chaos. You guys really just let the shit
So we have
People keep going into this lot closer.
yeah, I think there's several counties.
I'm not sure if that's yeah, good. Thank God I got it back up. I mean, it works.
They got fired a bunch.
Hey guys,
Honestly, I wish up there the militia. Yo, y'all can start that bitch ass
a
light.
cameraman in my life. If I see him again, I'm gonna have words. The guy that was sitting right in
I
front
saw
of me,
that he was just putting the camera in the
put the
guy's
camera
right
just
in
nothing,
front.
absolutely nothing.
People in the street, they'll
Bring that bitch ass light off.
I'll see you guys. You pushed them out of the way.
Yeah, he's just sitting there with his camera taking pictures of this guy.
Bro, y'all might as well run up. So now I didn't do it. So we were just in this parking lot not too long ago, and we got shot at and pepper sprayed and all this stuff, and now all these other people are able to sit in the parking lot, and it's not an issue.
Anything's happening.
We were just sitting here, and they came around the corner and they asked us to back up, so everybody backed up, and then they just started shooting us and stuff, and, they didn't ask, like, hey, can you get out of the parking lot? They just started shooting at cars and shooting at people. And now there's people up in the parking lot again, and they're not doing shit about it.
You want to head down to the courthouse? Because we were on that way.
So you walk straight past the,
What? Cops are all types of good. So I go down that way there and shoot.
Stop by choice.
Shit, man, after the way this has been going, dude. Two price guys are Russian. I mean, I'm not saying that in an arrogant leader. Just imagine that. Nothing's gonna surprise me. I don't know if I see the shoot here. He was on the opposite side of me. I had dogs running all along. I shut up. The guys are on this side of the street, lighting up, shooting straight across. I told everybody to keep it.
Their actions tonight and what they do, it just makes people want to come back more. So more people will just keep coming tomorrow and the next day. Because instead of just taking care of the cop that shot Jacob in the back 7 times and having justice, they'd rather do this and shoot people.
Yeah, right now we're kind of like, we can't really predict
Because they want to cover each other's backs so they don't do anything wrong.
Just be patient. Situation.
we might be able to make it down to the courthouse.
We'd have to go down. We have to cut back that way and back.
Or go down a block and that. It's a shitty
Down
right
this
here.
way and take it right now. It's good here.
It doesn't matter his background or anything. He shouldn't have got shot in the back.
Cuts across.
Down to the courthouse.
This guy move around a couple spots. I'll go judge. Roll down the courthouse.
Alright, so we're moving now to back towards the courthouse. Kind of have to go a different way.
National Guard ass shit.
Kind of at a standstill right there at that second shooting location, or the original first shooting location. Trying to find something else to film. Now, if my feed does end, it's because Facebook only allows 4 hours of live streaming, so I will do a second stream. Out here, water is definitely of the essence.
Is he really confirmed that? Mono?
I'm actually with CJ from CJ TV and Andrew from Mercado Media.
Oh no. Oh, there he is.
They have
Dakota's with us too.
way more experience doing this stuff. They've seen a lot of crazy things. They said that it is very different from the issues in Minnesota compared to what is happening here in Kenosha. It's a different feeling, a different tension, different level of hate. They weren't scared of the people in Minnesota. They were actually more terrified of the police in Minnesota. Here, they said it is different. You good?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
No, yeah, Chicago, I've seen, like, I've been reporting on both the crime, the protests, and everything else, so I've seen.
Are you from Chicago?
Yep,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I drove up, got here at 11 to cover this. Oh. They're shining a light at us. Shining a light at us. Anyone know them? Don't think that's a happy light.
Probably not, but so we do have a military vehicle or police vehicle hitting us with the spotlights. So we are signifying that we are press. Yeah, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Menthol, you alright with that?
I'm trying to quit, but
No, this is the wrong time
there's
for that.
always next year. There's always next year. I'm gonna eat healthy at least, because that's been getting to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You got a lighter?
Yeah.
Alright, so, well, this is the first time I've shined my face on the camera. That was a really intense situation. I don't even have the words right now. I can feel the adrenaline wearing off. My stomach is extremely tight from seeing all of that and being feet away from it. Tonight has definitely been a different type of feeling than it was last night. There's a lot of tension, a lot of anger. I've pretty much been almost side by side with Andrew from Mercado Media all night, and then linking up with CJ from CJ TV. So we are.
You just cut all these tires over here? Oh, those tires slash? Oh, hey, what's up, my guy? You know, I'm probably
Trying to move towards the courthouse, and we do have something going on over here.
Okay.
That's probably the most fucked up thing I've heard all night.
Is the most fucked up. Oh my god.
I'm Kevin, by the way.
I'm Andrew.
Pleasure to
meet you.
Yeah, I seen you guys yesterday. I was on my bike. I rode past you, but yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Well, thanks for coming out yourself, dude.
I started doing stuff like this last year, but like just picking and choosing kind of what to film.
Just motivating you?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
This is as shitty as it is. This is like the most dude. I don't know. I have no words for it, but it drives me. Just being around people and just seeing what the capabilities of man, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like what humans are capable of.
Right. And you see like all different perspectives of it: compassion, violence, anger, sadness,
grief.
Yeah. Yesterday, one of the saddest things that I saw was with the probation office they set on fire when the police were evacuating those houses right there. There were homeowners that were coming out with their dogs and belongings and crying. It was pretty emotional to see.
It's not good. Alright, let's go.
There's no more orange rifles out anymore, guys. They've got now black.
Yeah, so looking at these officers, there's live rounds. So this has definitely been extremely interesting, running around here all night. I can't even describe the feelings that have been rushing through me throughout the entire night. So heading towards the courthouse, you can smell fires. There's a barricade of police that are blocking off this road here. So these officers have completely blocked off this portion of Sheridan Road in front of the courthouse building and the school.
You might be able to go around the block on the other side and take a look at it, but right now all you can see is a blind. A lot of police. We got on both sides. They're going all the way down either side of the block.
You go home.
Hold on.
Slow down.
No, if you're gonna talk back, you can't stand by us. Yeah. This just is what it is. Oh.
First time out here, but you don't do that. DJ, come on, we're getting the LRAD.
Alright, so CJ has been telling them that he is a member of press, and they keep telling him to turn around and go home. That is definitely a violation of our rights at that point. You have a protection under the First Amendment, but
I don't feel like seeing if they're going to do the pushback. everything we've seen this season, it's safe to say that force feeding force right now is not the place to be. And this road is just full of bricks, rocks, debris. These are all the remnants of what happens when Bearcats roll through the street. People just smash the bricks.
CJ, they got the light on you in the street, dude. Just letting you know. Really quiet.
Yes, yeah. So it's just quiet, got some barricades. And on the far end, it has some barricades.
We did walk over here to see what we could figure out.
So even being labeled press, we were not allowed to walk any closer down that street. There's more shots fired coming from the direction in front of me here.
I'm taking that. There's shooting. There's a lot of shooting in this area. So, yeah, guys. Yeah, if you guys can look that up, you're on the scan. These scams. Even in Minneapolis, they kept telling me. You don't. I never noticed the protection being quiet.
So a lot of broken bricks that are in the streets. This is where the original kind of destruction started. How you doing, guys? The law enforcement in that back seat had their rifle pointed outside of that window. So even the officers that were standing in the street were telling this vehicle to go back until they realized it was one of their police vehicles.
What was he just? He had body armor and he was just armed, right?
Yeah. He had like a medic.
A medic bag. I don't know if he was one of the ones protecting it was in front of the businesses. He was armed in a group.
We're walking up, walking to the parking lot. What's on the parking lot? Walk right there.
One of the guys, 61st, 40, that's too far. I know, I was there. You guys are talking about the shooting in the chat. We were there. It's on the previous stream I did. But I put the phone down a little bit. Just trying to pull people out of the street. I actually don't have any information.
Alright, I'm going to end this feed and I'll restart up again. This has definitely been an interesting night.